Right now we're driving in the desert, something you don't see out here in Sherburne, but if you're driving like Nevada or Africa, you see the desert quite a bit. Dalton's maintaining a very, very safe speed through here. As you can tell, there's absolutely no shoulder on this road. So if you go off the road, you're pretty much stuck on the sand. I don't know, there's cactus coming up. It's important to yield to cactuses because they have the right of way. Due to the extreme heat out in the desert, sometimes it is very common to see fires, such as the ones leaping in front of us right now. Dalton's doing a very good job of waiting about 15 feet behind the fires and letting them jump themselves into extinction, I guess, would be the best way to put it. Another thing about the sand is because it's sandy, you usually lose traction, so you got to be very careful when going around those sharp turns and stuff. Small towns such as Sherburne or Norwich, but not really so much Norwich. You want to keep it very slow in through here, like 35 or 30. 30 is preferable, especially because there's a lot of like residential neighborhoods. I don't know if you can see where there's houses surrounding me on every turn. And you never know what's going to happen, because sometimes, like, you got some dude who's suicidal, or, like, you just got in a fight with his wife, it's banging out the door, and boom, you hit him. That's not good at all. Right now we're driving through a marketplace, where all sorts of goods can be bartered and sold. It's very important that we also keep it slow in through here to watch out for pedestrians who are, like, rushing through because they just bought their newest whatever the heck they buy there. You don't want to hit them. You always have to yield right away to pedestrians. Right now we're driving in a volcano/lava environment. So if you're driving like, near Mount St. Helens or Pompeii or Hawaii, you'd see a lot of this type of environment around you. It's important to stay to the right, and because of a very small shoulder, you want to generally avoid drifting towards the right side of the road, because then you'd fall in the lava, which kind of sucks. Another problem with lava is the extreme heat, which can cause engine problems sometimes if you don't want to be overheating your engine. Dalton's doing a very, very nice job on this drive. Notice the caution he exercised around the fire. He's taking it very soft on these jumps as well. I like it. Yep. Please return instructions. Okay, today we're combining two things. Not only are we driving, actually three I should say. Not only are we driving in the city and at night, but we're also driving in London because we're all going the wrong way. You just want to maintain at least a 3-second following distance on the car ahead of you. Common thing in highway situations is road rage, so be careful around that, especially in London, because those Brits are freaking insane. As you see up ahead, we have a toll road, so it's always important to have your money out or your easy pass. You don't want to be fumbling for that stuff. Right now I'm keeping in the left-hand lane, or I was to switch lanes. First I'd want to signal, and I want to check my mirrors and do a physical head check before switching lanes. Right now we're driving in some winter conditions. Dalton is making sure to drive at a reduced speed with his lights on because he doesn't want to be in an accident. These type of conditions, they can be very, very slick, so you always want to watch out for that sort of thing. Dalton just doesn't want to get into any skids or any of that stuff. Common thing around snow time is lots of people enjoying themselves, lots of kids, such as the skiers or your snowboarders or your sledders. So you always want to be on the lookout for them, because our children are our future, and they need to be our #1 priority. See, that's what happens when you take your turns too sharply in the winter. You end up crashing. Or Dalton's just a bad driver, I don't know. Okay, today we're driving in outer space. Space doesn't exactly have a posted speed limit, so I'd keep it around 55 tops. As you can see, this road has absolutely no shoulder at all, so you might want to take these turns very, very cautiously. Space constantly is changing conditions as well, so you always want to be on the lookout for any of that sort of thing. As you can see, that's what happens when you take turns way too sharply in outer space. Now, you can tell this road happens to be very, very slick from, I don't know what. Stardust is making this road extremely slick and dangerous. So we always want to have our lights out to alert other motorists on this road. Again, you suck. Okay, today we're going to be talking about the problems that come from driving on shrooms. And I've done some thinking. The first shroom approaches, and Dalton does a very good job of it. Part of the problem though with driving on shrooms is you never really know what to expect. You know, sometimes the shrooms are bouncy, sometimes not so much. You don't really know. Shrooms also have a problem with affecting your judgment, as you can never really tell if you're going to hit the shroom or not. One thing with shrooms is you never know what you can expect, like little nugget people walking around. I'm not quite sure what's happening right now, but that's probably due to the shrooms. We had a chance to talk about earlier, but driving in water, such as extreme weather conditions such as this right now. As you can see, the roads are extremely slick. In fact, I probably shouldn't be driving in this right now because this is like literally flooding conditions. That's okay. Right now we're driving underwater, which is something you might also experience. But part of the problem that comes with driving in these types of conditions is hydroplaning, where your car would like literally just ride on the water. It's generally not very good. Good. Right. Sometimes part of the problem is raging water. As you can see, if I'm driving in too fast of current, I get pulled off the edge and then die. Life doesn't have little men on balloons to bring you back up, so you might want to be careful.
From London to Paris, from Berlin to Rome, you're searching for something, a place to call home. Been hiding your feelings, went out of control. Your destination's unknown. Tell me, how can it be, boy? You're still a runaway. You chase a dream from heaven above. Where in this world will you find a place to stay? Run away from love.
There's no restart button in real life.